Hey, it's your boy Cloud, and I wanted to go over my auto attack build with Salorous Wrath before I went into my next build. But let me buff up real quick. So these are what my stats look like. It's pretty high damage. I haven't used any sockets at all, so I can easily raise the damage, but I've decided not to because I have other uses for the shield at the moment. So I use the Salorous Wrath at plus 20. Gives pretty good damage due to the new update, as well as the Nobleman Ring. I run Lava Shoulders for more elemental damage, Frost Gloves for more elemental damage. I run Captain Pants with the Nobleman Ring to get my crit at 89.9. It can go a little bit higher, but it's not really worth pumping it past that. Crit damage would be better. I use Walkers. I used this two-piece set for the Assassin. So I use the helm and the chest for high crit damage, and the evasion here is really nice. And then I run a Ring of Equality plus 15 for that 80% crit damage. As you can see, my crit damage is almost 450%. Again, this isn't really optimized. This is more of like a proof of concept. There's a lot of different itemizations you can do. You can switch out certain pieces for others. You can focus more on crit damage and crit chance. Obviously, these are not like mobs I normally kill, but I wanted to do an Alanis run because I haven't actually done one with this character. So I'm going into this blind, but you can get an idea of how much damage you should expect on bosses, which I feel is important to like understand how that works. And the new boss isn't the best example with its absorb, where Alanis is a far better example, as you can farm auras. And if you're trying to get all three, which I still don't have the last one because I'm lazy, it's much better to farm Nalanis than it would be to farm Overlord anyway. As of right now, Overlord has a bug that will be fixed hopefully in the next patch, and Nalanis doesn't. So that kind of says who you should farm. But trash mobs are a joke, if you couldn't tell. I mean, wow, really? Not the piece I want, but, you know, whatever. But as you can see, I mean, I just kind of bop. Even a low roll, it's like 600, and that's without my damage buff. In Altane, it's slightly lower. I think it's like a 500, but it's still fine. It's enough to one-shot anything. So, oh, yeah, I could just one-shot him. That's awesome. But yeah, this is build. I'll do a quick Altane run for you, so you can get a feel for how it farms in the current content, which of course takes forever, because I gotta go all the way back. But yeah, you can change itemizations, like you can use different boots and use like the power, the hammer set for like some extra lightning damage, or you can use, what else can you use? You can use the Assassin Pants. Sorry, I'm trying to do this at the same time. I forget where mine are. God damn it. I picked that up now. The Assassin Pants for some more crit damage instead of the pants I'm using now. So let's just go to Altane real quick and do a quick run. So, as you can see, it's not really difficult. Despite my low HP, I'm able to just kind of coast through this. Not even a big deal with no heals on. Mostly because I trust my character, right? Like, if I really was concerned, I'd put a health on. Like, I'm not even buffed right now. I just noticed that. This is unbuffed. And then when I buff up, it gets crazier. You know, like, I don't have to try. What the hell is that? Oh! I needed those. Nice. Always nice to find new items. So I'll go ahead and kill Overlord for you, so you can get an idea of, again, what to expect. You can see a lot of high damage rolls and a lot of lower damage rolls. That's just par for the course. It's kind of how the character works. If I crit, it's dead. Doesn't matter what it is. I like the animation a lot. That's probably what got me into it. Overlord should be coming up here in a sec. Yep, there he is. Alright. Just wait for that to fall. No? It doesn't matter. As you can see, it doesn't really matter what you fight. Everything's pretty easy. But yeah, that's my Salorous Wrath build. I run a max dex setup for the crit damage, really. You don't really need it. You could go pure vitality and like... here, let me show you my runes. I could use 2 Zeal runes here, drop all my dex, and turn it into vitality, and get way tankier. Like, there's a lot of things you can do for this build to quote-unquote optimize it. But I'm at the point where I'd rather just run a new build. But I hope this helps, and have a good one.